Hey Jim, this is Connor Murray calling from X Company. How you doing? Good. I'm just reaching out because I'm the applications executive supporting Y Company from a human resource standpoint. So anything related to your payroll, talent acquisition, and other HR processes. And I'm just reaching out because our team will be the main point of contact in this area going forward. And we work with companies specifically in the Z industry on priorities related to payroll integration, project costing, and people analytics. So any resources you may need, priorities moving forward, anything like that. And I know I kind of called you out of the blue here, so I'm more just looking to set aside some time next week just to get introduced and aligned for the year. Are you free on Wednesday or Thursday? All right, if you like that, I call that a value statement. Consider subscribing because I do a lot of these and take you through a lot of scenarios. But what I just did there, I call a value statement, and it's a key distinction between a normal cold call script. So I want to take you through what that key distinction is because it may not be obvious what I just did there. So the reason what I just did there, the value statement, differs from the cold call statement, there's four main reasons. The first one is I answer who I am, why I'm calling, and what I want out of the gate. So I told them who I am, the applications executive supporting them from, in this scenario, human resources standpoint. I told them why I was calling, which in this case was I work with companies specifically in their industry and named 3 priorities that would probably be relevant to this person. Payroll integration, project costing, people analytics. You can replace those with whatever you think is most relevant. And then I finished up saying, and I know I kind of called you out of the blue, so I'm actually more just looking to do this next week. Are you free on Wednesday or Thursday? So I told them who I was, why I was calling, and what I want. Because there's 3 things a prospect is wondering when they pick up the phone and they realize, I don't know this person. They think, who are you? Why are you calling me? And what do you want? So instead of using a cold call script where usually you lead off asking some sort of question like, hey, what do you use for your payroll system right now? And how's that going for you? What are the challenges you're experiencing? I don't like to do that because in my opinion, in their head, they're probably thinking, I don't know you and you just called me at 10:30 a.m. on a Tuesday morning in the middle of my workday. I don't really want to talk to you about my payroll challenges. Like that's not what I'm thinking about right now. So instead of putting all the pressure on them, I like to be the one to confidently give a value statement where I say, here's who I am, why I can probably help you or may be relevant to you, and it's worth 15 to 20 minutes at a later date to discuss this further because that's all I want is time on their calendar. So who, why, what, that's the first key difference of a value statement. The second one is I took control of the call, which for newer sales reps, I think is a sigh of relief. Because notice how the only thing they said is whatever formality they gave in the beginning. I said, hey, this is Connor Murray calling from X Company. How you doing? I've done many videos on that opener and I'll link to one in the comments, but all they can say to that is, good, how are you? Like, good, what's this about or something? That's all they say, and then I take control from there. So notice how I was the only one doing the talking, not the prospect, which I actually think is better. I don't want them doing the talking. I'd rather be the one in control of the call, who, what, why. Third is at the end, I required a yes or no outcome. So I said, I'm looking to get aligned on this next week. Are you free Wednesday or Thursday? Now, there's only 2 possible outcomes. Either they say, yes, that sounds good, Wednesday or Thursday, which if you get good at your value statement, can happen a decent amount, or they give you an objection. And now you can at least be prepared at this point of the call. Either I'm going to get a yes or I'm going to get an objection. Hopefully I'm prepared to handle the most common objections, such as, I'm not interested, we work with a competitor, we don't have the time or bandwidth right now, and I can be prepared and give myself the best chance of handling it. But now it's within our funnel. Who, what, why, I'm in control, yes or no answer, yes, book meeting, no, handle the objection. And then the goal with this is to just win 2, 3, 4 out of 10. If you can get good enough at that value statement where for every 10 lives you get, maybe 1 or 2 people out of the gate say, yeah, Wednesday or Thursday works, then great. Your batting average is 1 or 200 just based off that. And then maybe you get good enough at some of the most common objections where you can win some of those jump balls, 1, 2, 3. So now you're at 2, 3, 4 out of 10. That's all we need. If you're booking 2, 3, 4 out of 10 of every legitimate lives you get, you're going to be doing very well. So that is my perspective on value statements versus cold call scripts. Yes, it is a script, but I didn't sound scripted because I've practiced it so much and it's transferable. I could use that same format for a finance person, someone in HR, marketing, sales, whoever I'm calling. So that's the key difference between a value statement and a cold call script, and it's why I prefer value statements, particularly for newer reps who might be nervous or don't have their tone or confidence down, this is a much better solution in my opinion. So let me know what you think of that value statement. Give it a try on your cold calls this week, and I'll see you on the next one.